Hey guys, Bob here. I am with Mr. Russell. Say hi, Russell.
Hi.
This is our bike trail. This is behind my house. This guy's actually was an old D&H railroad. Used to go from here all the way up through to Saratoga. This goes all the way up to Bout Corners. It's about a 4-mile walk, which I'm not doing today. But I'll walk down through and I'll show you some of this. Come on, Russ. And as you can hear, it's very windy. So yep, this was the old railroad tracks. This went all the way, this was old Delaware and Hudson. And the reason why this was here, because Cohoes was a big manufacturing town. So they used to come in with the trains and they'd load everything up into the trains and take it to New York City or wherever they up in the west. But as you can see, we've had a lot of rain because this water is really moving in the little back stream. Oh, there goes a squirrel. Russell, wait up for Grandpa, please. So as you can see, there's houses up along here on both sides, but it's quiet. Sorry guys, I know it's a little shaky. I don't have a gimbal yet. But as you can see, it's a nice little bike trail. It goes from Cohoes all the way up to Bout Corners, which I'll have to show you that someday. But this is a bike trail. Russell, get out of the water, please. Yeah, it's getting colder. You're right. We are going right now.
Way over here?
Yeah, we got to go right to that bridge.
This is highway. This is how we get back home.
Yep, it's the way back home.
Right? But backwards, you know how to get back home.
Right, I know how to get back home.
We get back to his house once you go this way. But we said we can't go to the beach. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, we go down this way and we went last night.
Shh.
Okay. But there's no water here.
Now, I don't know if you guys can see this down in here, but there's an old brick culvert. That actually used to be part of a building. Actually, Brickworks. It's where they used to make bricks all the way up through here. Now, up on the top of the hill there, and I'll show you when we go the other way of exactly where the brickworks was.
Wow. Back to one.
So like I said, there's some really nice houses up along in here. I haven't shown you guys this, so take Russell out for a walk before it starts getting colder, because the temperature's dropped about 10 degrees in the last hour.
10. 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1. Like. Catch up to me. I think you can.
Do you think I can?
Right.
All right, so on that hill, all the way across here, is where the brick works. I will show you a brick that says Cohoes on it. Brick was made here about 1841. And the funny part of it is, and I can't find a picture for you guys, but when the trains used to come in, they actually, when they built the train tracks into the factory, it actually used to go on the side to the top of the factory. That's where the train tracks were, and they used to load all the bricks in them, bring the cars back down here, back onto the train tracks with an off-cut, and they would ship the bricks out. Come on, Russ. Ooh, it's windy.
Yes.
Right. So as you can see, guys, we've had a lot of rain here too. All of this back flooded. Leave the stick alone, please. Thank you.
I try to pick up.
Yeah.
What are we going?
Hang on.
I like walking in water.
Come on.
Wish I could walk a waterfall with it.
Wow, that's a lot of water.
Yeah, I like walking in that water sometimes.
Get out of it.
It's making me sweat.
Okay. I know this is water, but if you can see those iron posts, this is where the tracks used to offshoot to the factory. So you used to go this way. That hill wasn't there. That's something new that they built in the last 20 years. But anyway, the tracks used to go, and like I said, used to go right over the top of the factory, and they would load the bricks in, and then it'd come back out of this side cut and go back onto the railroad tracks that were here. Yeah. Alright guys, this was the old train tunnel. As you can see, it was filled in. They made it for the bike path. But you have to imagine in your mind that there really wasn't a road here, per se. But the funny thing about this tunnel is I have never seen any dog walk through it. I've never seen wild. We have deer on this trail. They avoid this tunnel at all costs. So here we go. Going through the tunnel. And as you can see, it is a culvert. Hello. It echoes.
Anybody here? Anybody? Anybody here? Is this
I guess not.
Well, that's weird. I love you. That's pretty weird. And now we take for a boyfriend down in the tunnel. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, that is the tunnel. But again, there was no road here, so this was all open railroad track back in the day. Like I said, all of this here. So all of this from this corner here, all the way back around, all the way to this corner here. That's how wide the tracks were. Come on, Russ. I don't know. Okay, stop. Come here. Over here. Alright guys, we were street level now. We are street level now. So you got to remember where I showed you where those tracks came in. They came in this way. This used to be a train bridge, which is now it's not because it's filled in. But down there is where the brick factory sat. All of this here, all the way in this hill, in this hollow, is where the brick factory. So the trains would come in, you have to picture this in your mind, come across the tracks, it would come in this way up to the top of the brick factory. They would load the bricks into the cars, the train would come back out, go back to tracks, and back down onto the tracks. So I will show you the brick I have that was made here. It's 1840. What we're looking here, guys, is a brick that says Cohoes on it. This is where I live here, Cohoes, New York. This brick is a little over about 150 years old. There was 3 brickyards here in Cohoes. As you can see them on that, I've already showed you on the video where the brickyard was. I think that's where this one was made, because we actually found this here buried in my backyard when we were digging post holes for fence. So there is your piece of history. About a 150-year-old piece of brick. 3.